Welcome to Caltrans District 8. D8 is the largest of 12 Caltrans statewide districts. It is also the only district bordering two neighboring states, Arizona and Nevada. Consisting of 4.5 million residents, 49 incorporated cities, 28,650 square miles, 4 interstates, 32 state routes, 7,200 lane miles, and 1,400 employees. San Bernardino's county history is a blend of natural wonders, early settlements, and diverse influences. The area's history includes Spanish missions, Mormon pioneers, and the growth of the Inland Empire. On September 13, 1883, a court order was issued after an 11-month standoff with the Southern Pacific Railroad, which used legal and physical means to prevent the train from crossing the east-west track at the Colton Crossing. This court order provided the area with an at-grade crossing called a frog, with the first train pulled by engine number 4 arriving in San Bernardino from National City, just south of San Diego. Upon opening on July 15, 1918, the San Bernardino Daily Sun proclaimed Santa Fe Station to be the finest in the West and was the largest depot west of the Mississippi. Once a bustling passenger and freight rail transportation center with a restaurant, living quarters, and offices, the Santa Fe Depot fell into despair for many years. Thanks to a $15.1 million rehabilitation effort, the depot has been restored to its former beauty and at the epicenter of commerce and passenger logistics in the Inland Empire. The San Bernardino mountain range is famous for its resort areas and mining industry. The open area, fringed by cultivated areas, depicts the agriculture of the county and the conversion of desert lands to productive citrus and vineyard lands. In 1899, Gus Knight and Hiram Clark built the Bear Valley and Redlands Toll Road via the Santa Ana Canyon past Bluff Lake, which sits on the southwest side of what is now Big Bear Lake. The gold rush brought civilization to the area, and from 1861 until 1912, the San Bernardino mountain communities were served regularly by horse-drawn stages, which took 2 days to reach the Big Bear Valley from San Bernardino. By 1912, the coming of the Iron Horse was fast wiping out that colorful era. A young man by the name of Kurt Phillips had seen a white truck with bench seats carrying passengers on Fifth Avenue in New York, which was the world's first bus line. By the spring of 1912, he established the famous Mountain Auto Line and started bringing freight and passengers to the mountains by motor power. This was the world's second bus line in our colorful history. Frank E. Brown and Edward G. Judson developed and planned a community that they called Redlands. Brown, a Yale graduate, tested his engineering skills by designing a granite single-arch ashlar rock dam using cement from England. In 1912, a new larger multiple-arch dam was designed by engineer John S. Eastwood. By 1912, this new dam was finished at a cost of $138,000 and stood 20 feet higher than the old rock dam, but increased the capacity of the lake by almost 3 times. At the time, this engineering feat created the world's largest man-made lake. On May 15, 1940, McDonald's opened its first restaurant in San Bernardino, California on historic Route 66. In October of 1948, the McDonald's brothers took the plunge, against the advice of all their customers, and reorganized their business as a hamburger stand using production line principles and revolutionizing the restaurant industry. To date, McDonald's is the world's largest chain of hamburger fast food restaurants. The original building still stands at Northeast Street and is now an eclectic museum of mixed memorabilia and childhood nostalgia from all around the globe. Today, the city of San Bernardino's identity remains deeply tied to its strategic position along America's Mother Road, securing its status as a classic Route 66 destination. During the route's heyday in the early 20th century, countless cross-country travelers passed through San Bernardino, making the city an important pit stop. The famous highway left a mark on the area's landscape and heritage, becoming a foundational building block of the area's industrial and economic transportation hub to this day.
Riverside County's history is a rich tapestry woven from Native American roots, Spanish colonial influences, and a period of rapid development in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, fueled by its fertile land and the emergence of the citrus industry. Riverside County was officially established on May 9, 1893, when voters approved its formation from portions of San Bernardino and San Diego counties. The county's history, however, extends far before this political beginning, with indigenous populations inhabiting the area for centuries. Various Native American groups, including the Serrano, Luiseno, Cahuilla, and others, lived in the area for thousands of years. Today, District 8 works closely with all 15 tribes who still play a crucial role within our district's lands. Ranchos were established by Californians, and the first orange trees were planted in 1871. The county became internationally known for its navel oranges, with research and experimentation in agriculture playing a crucial role in its development. By 1882, there were more than 500,000 citrus trees in California, almost half of which were in Riverside. The development of refrigerated railroad cars and innovative irrigation systems established Riverside as the wealthiest city per capita by 1895. The Mission Inn Hotel and Spa began as a quaint adobe boarding house in 1876, becoming a full-service hotel in the early 1900s. Opened by Frank Miller, it expanded in 1903 with over 200 guest rooms. The Mission Inn still houses the oldest bell in Christendom, dating back to 1247. Today, the Mission Inn Festival of Lights has become one of the nation's most popular holiday events and light displays, and is renowned for its elaborate display of over 10 million lights. Temecula wine country's history began with Spanish missionaries who planted the first vineyards in the early 1800s, primarily for sacramental wine. However, the modern wine industry took root in the 1960s and 70s with the establishment of commercial vineyards and wineries. Currently, Temecula Valley is a recognized American viticulture area with over 40 wineries and 3,500 acres of producing vineyards. The success is attributed to its unique microclimate, which provides ideal conditions for grape cultivation, especially for Mediterranean varieties. Riverside County has experienced significant population growth and economic development since its formation, becoming the 10th most populous county in the nation today.
District 8 features extreme geological terrain diversity from low deserts at 233 feet below sea level in the Salton Sea region to the largest peak in Southern California with San Gorgonio Mountain standing at 11,503 feet. This dramatic elevation range contributes to our diverse climates and ecosystems, while serving as a critical transportation corridor between Southern California and our neighboring states. The San Bernardino National Forest encompasses over 820,000 acres of woodlands, mountains, and streams. This protected national forest represents a prized recreational gem in Southern California, offering boundless opportunities for outdoor activities. It is also one of the most populated in the country, with more than 45,000 year-round residents. The district also hosts many premier festivals. Founded in 1999, Coachella is one of the largest and most influential music festivals in the world. These two weekends stand apart from other music festivals due to their unique blend of diverse musical genres, art installations, fashion trends, and its iconic desert setting that brings over 250,000 attendees, and the Stagecoach Country Music Festival with another 89,000 concert goers. This festival is not just an ordinary music event, it's a one-of-a-kind that brings together country music enthusiasts from all over the world. D8 is also home to one of the Army's most well-known California U.S. bases and largest for the branch, Fort Irwin. Located in the Mojave Desert, it is home to the main training area for the United States military. The Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center base in 29 Palms, which also resides in San Bernardino County, is the largest United States Marine Corps base, covering a total area of 1,102 square miles and a total population exceeding 24,000. The Southern California Air Show is a long-standing tradition at March Air Force Base, which is one of the oldest airfields operated by the U.S. military and holds a storied past. The show has become a signature display of air power, innovation, and connecting with the surrounding communities. The El Dorado fire started on September 5th, 2020, burning nearly 23,000 acres, 20 structures, and led to the death of one firefighter. The fire was one of several large, fast-moving wildfires that erupted across Southern California during an epic heat wave in the fall of 2020. A series of powerful winter storms in late February and early March 2023 dumped historic amounts of snow, including several feet in a single day on the San Bernardino Mountains. On March 1st, the state of emergency was expanded to San Bernardino County. The storms brought massive snowfall, trapping residents in the mountains, creating impassable roads, and causing widespread power outages, leading to calls for state and federal assistance to support recovery efforts. In August of 2023, Tropical Storm Hilary tore through Southern California with historic rainfall, reaching totals of 13.5 inches in San Bernardino County with localized heavier amounts and over 11 inches in the mountains of Riverside County. This caused significant flooding, mud and debris flows, with particularly large-scale damage to State Route 38. The line fire started on September 5th, 2024 in the San Bernardino National Forest and was eventually contained on December 23rd after burning a total of 43,978 acres, prompting evacuations in Big Bear Lake and many of its surrounding mountain communities. This significant wildfire impacted a 6-mile stretch of State Route 330, and due to the severity of the burn scar coupled with steep topography and multiple debris flows, crews are still working to restore the route today. Rock scaling and blasting are crucial techniques in slope stabilization and rockfall mitigation, aimed at removing loose or unstable rock materials from cliff faces and slopes to prevent potential rockfall events. Scaling is essential to keeping our commuters safe on our mountain-cut highway systems. It's a dangerous, challenging, physical, but rewarding line of work.